Today we play Best of One.
The only one in Best of One.
What? Virginia taxes?
Ta-da!
Lorwyn. This is Standard. Oh baby, I've been slow rolling this one because patience is a key part of Control. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, Dimir Control from Pro Tour Lorywn Eclipsed. Some absolute maniac pros brought a deadly cover-up win Connie Control build that just, it's all removal. It's all counter spells. It's all card draw. They don't even mind. You want to kill the Wan Shi Tong? That's great. You want to kill the one of Meringue River Regent? That's great. I'm just going to deadly cover up and exile some cards from your deck, and you're going to run out of cards and win cons. It's going to be great. This is how you show a green mage where to shove it. Oh, goodness. The engagement farming is going to be completely out of control because I know how much you guys love decks that don't try to win. I read the comments and I chuckle with glee as you guys type, "What? There's no win cons. This isn't magic. This is for disgusting people." Yes, farm the engagement. Feed my hunger. Anyway. 3 steps ahead. I find this a very slow counterspell in the meta, and on the draw, it's a very tough card to stomach against aggro, but it's still a hard counter, and it still can see play in the meta with a shell that has enough removal. Requiting Hex, Spell Snare, the big ones. I mean, Spell Snare's like removal because it checks those brutal 2-drops that the format has, and so does the Hex. So this is part of what pushes back on the Cub deck. Then we have 1 Spell Pierce. It was an open decklist tournament, make them think. We have 3 Essence Scatters and a Negate, a Bitter Triumph, a Feed the Cycle, and a Shoot the Sheriff for a nice suite of Doom Blades. 2 Wan Shi Tongs, 3 Stock-Ups, 4 Cover-Ups, and the Regent. So this deck is stall until Cover-Up and then keep stalling. Just never stop stalling. Never quit stalling. I can't believe there's only 2 Restless Reefs. I couldn't help myself. There is a sideboard for those of you crafting, so be careful with your craft doll. You might end up with a 3rd Wan Shi Tong or a Kyoshi Island Yunagi. Those are cards. I like the Glen Elendra Guardians. I think those are a sweet flash threat that works well in tempo and control-y, like, mirrors. So that's a pretty cool Lorywn Eclipse card sliding into that sideboard. But for the most part, the new cards here are the Hex and the Snare. And they are, in terms of blue-black control going up against green decks, they are game changers. No more Stab. What a horrible freaking magic card. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. It's time to speed run Diamond in a very control-y way. If you never lose, it still feels like it goes by really fast. My Diamond speed run with blue-white control last season was the most fun I've had on ladder in a very long time. Not only did I win a lot, I got to do it playing a deck I really like. And this deck has that potential. It definitely feeds my itch for just seeing opponents rage scoop in misery. Yes. Yes, bring forth your Badger Mole Cub. Bring forth your Llanowar Elf. Yes. Dead. So it is interesting because we have Spell Snare, but I think it's better to just Hex the Elf so that they don't play around your Spell Snare by getting down a 3-mana card. That would be brutal. And what we can do here is Hex and then still hold up a Spell Snare if we want to. Like so. And then we threaten our stock up. Oh, that gives me the cut down vibes. Remember when you would just have a 2 cut down hand and watch your opponent do nothing? Ooh, ooh, what happened? What went wrong? Let's go ahead and use this 3 steps instead of casting this stock up. Just keep them off the board entirely, because that gives us more time to surveil and dig even deeper with our stock up to make sure we have deadly cover up ready to go. Oh, well, let's just keep doing it. Why not? Are you a deadly cover up? You're not. You are a snare, but I'm going to bin you because things are getting narrow. The important thing now is to start hitting consult the star charts. Oh, they finally have a 3-mana creature and it doesn't resolve. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Let's really dig. We need to hit consult the star charts or another stock up to start rebuilding our card advantage here. So that feels good. We're a card deeper. And then we hit a consult and we hit a feed the cycle, which you may not have seen much of this uncommon out of Bloomburrow. It is 2 mana, destroy target creature or planeswalker. The forage is to pay a black or exile 3 cards from your graveyard. Anthem of Champions. Haven't seen much of that. Well, we're gonna see it now. Why not? Just keep things dead, right? Actually, no. This is an unlimited removal spell. Let's wait for another Hex or a Deadly Cover-Up to deal with the Pollinator, because now we can solve this Ouroboros. But because I was going to consult first, but they got mad. All right, guys, let's recap. Let's go over the Fallen. Let's do the Oscar slow, like put it on screen, black and white footage, sad music, and say, let's honor the Fallen. Sanguine Evangelist, Badger Mole Cub number 1, Badger Mole Cub number 2, Gene Pollinator, Llanowar Elves, and just with death approaching it on the stack, Ouroboros. We are all just so sad that you couldn't join us and be with us here today. On the play, yep. Well, I mean, I don't know what I'm up against, so using the Surveil land feels weird, but also shocking in and having Hex open feels weird. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So if they go turn 1 elf, I can kill it. Turn 2 cub, I can counter it. Turn 3, yup. Okay. Line up. Then we can Surveil for the 3rd card so we can feed the cycle on turn 3 potentially. That would be fire. A deck that searches its library against Washi Tong? Yep, no cub. No cub. This is landfall. This is gonna be interesting. Do I want that land? No. I do want my feed the cycle to be 2 mana. In case they play a Hydra or an Earthbender Ascension. Okay. Well, fun. Here's my Birdo. You gonna search? It's not optional, but they can fail to find, right? But then they still searched. This is great. Oh! Ah! Bird up. Let's sewer. Does anybody play Deadly Cover-Up? Any Deadly Cover-Ups? All right. 10 turn clock. Tick-tock. Want them to sack that vein. That's an Ice Till. E. Okay. Give me priority. They have given priority. Do I let that resolve? I think we just kill it now. One, two, the cheap ones because we are a cover-up deck. They don't play the protection spells in the builds of this landfall deck that are going around these days. Oh, that's a trigger. Okay. Thank you for searching your library today. There goes a nursery. The Chocobo. I feel great in this matchup, just to be really clear. Do I gain the life? Yeah. I don't care how big Wan Shi Tong is, do I? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Let's knock it off. Now you're just losing it. Just looking for a reason to make my Wan Shi Tong smaller just to gain some life so I don't win as quickly. Nothing's more CGB than that. We do want to keep this ahead of the Earthbender Ascension. This could be a big land. There's a nursery I can't counter. Uh-oh, that's bad. That's very bad. Another searcher. This could get interesting now. I still haven't drawn a deadly freaking cover-up. They're passing. We draw the Hex. If I kill this, it comes back. They get another Tree Folk. If I kill the Tree Folk, which I think I need to do. Feels weird, but... So they can make another 3/4 by sacking the tunnel. Can they put a +1/+1 counter on the 3/4? I think they can't. I think they have to declare targets. So if they search with the tunnel, this becomes a 4/4. They make a 3/4. I don't think they can put a counter on it and make it a 4/5. I think this attack is free. That's rules, right? Because they have to declare the target. Okay. I believe. Yeah, there we go. You know, okay, they didn't use their tunnel. They didn't make a 3/4. They do have a Whittle Bird. I think I just have to keep everything off. Do I? Yeah, everything grows. Okay, I gotta keep up. We're just stalling. We're just stalling. When we draw cover up, everything will be okay. Although we have to beat this nursery. We are leaning on this owl. And now they're attacking with the vein. They didn't want to trade it before, but they do now. Well, I mean, they can sack this to get a counter, but we would get a counter. Their last card's a land. How do I get a basic forest into their graveyard? Huge draw. Finally, some card advantage. Let's go. Well, you, and then I think the other card advantage piece to just start chaining things because there's gonna be more Tree Folk. And we don't want to attack here. Not a lot of 2-drops in their deck, but Badger Mole Cub is a 4 of. So Spell Snare is not dead. Oh shit. Oh no. Okay. And remember, once the Librarian is gone, these lands are very much alive again. So do I block? If I block, they sack these. They put a bunch of things into play. We can't do it. Gotta stall as long as we can. This nursery, I don't really have a way to deal with it. I had to counter it. I didn't have the counter. So on end step, they sack these. They make 2 3/4s. So what do I need to happen? I just need to keep sweeping the board? Or I cover up and then kill one of them and have to draw another removal. Okay. Well, I don't know. This is going to be ugly. Buckle up. We have to take the Promising Vein so it doesn't come back. And then we're going to 1, and if they draw land, we're dead. Oh, wait, this has an ability. They can sack this. Oh, no. Well, is that game? I mean, yeah, that's game. You got me. So, okay, so we got owned by one card, and it's the nursery. It certainly showed why it belongs in the deck. Our answer to the nursery: 4 copies of 3 Steps Ahead and a Spell Pierce. Gotta keep that in mind next time we play it. We didn't have them. We wouldn't have had the opportunity. We were cooking, but then we got soloed by one card. Next time we gotta try to find the answer and save it for the nursery specifically. All right, let's see if we can get a little rebound game. I mean, once again, it's early and we have so many answers to so many things. So the dragon is also a way we can bounce the nursery. So I guess we do have a 6th kind of answer to the nursery. Although, the nursery's living rent-free in my head. There's no nursery coming this game. That's not a basic forest. This is the graveyard deck. Deadly Cover-Up. You have a job to do, but our opponent is going to have Deceit. But they took Carvaro to mind a bitchin'. And we need to get cards in our graveyard. I'll just go right after the green source. Basics test them. Mill 4 cards. You may return a permanent. Sure. I guess they just really wanted to have an instant in their deck. If they don't have a basic, like there's a risk that they mill their basic right there, and they did mill their forest. Oh, that was a big mistake on their part. Did somebody say steak? And speaking of big mistakes, we didn't draw our 4th land. Huge mistake. So let's see if they just go Cavern. I mean, actually, look how many lands they milled. They're gonna Wistful. Now there's a Terror. There's still no Bringer, right? Gotta live in that graveyard, and now they have their breeding pool. This is bad. I think this means we potentially lose, but oh man, we don't even have the land. So we get to hit this land drop. We could keep a Spell Pierce, but all they're gonna do is cast the Mind Bitten. We take 6 plus 5. We're not dead. So we need to top an untapped land. The Spell Pierce doesn't do us any good. What does us good after we top the untapped land? I would say the Essence Scatter. Just take a Consult for later. All right. Discarding something to set up the Cover-Up. So we want it to have a CMC of 3 or greater, and we don't have a lot of options, so it's the dragon. Why shock it in? Aren't you just gonna reanimate? Are you messing with me? If they go for a Deceit, that's fine with us. Why are they doing it this way? They're gonna get got for that. We have 2 of them, and they give me another turn. What are they thinking? They've lost their marbles. And they still have 1 mana that they shocked for, and we're not sure why. Aha! It's a tapped land. Okay, cool. That's great. I'll keep that on top. That sounds wonderful. Magic is hard, but they did give us another turn. Are we dead now? We take 6, 7, 8, 9. They just don't have that many creatures in the graveyard. Now, maybe the Overlord into untapped land gives them the gas they need. No, they're going to attack. They know my whole hand, but they also know Consult could be something else. They shock. Yeah. What are you doing? They discard Awaken. Uh-huh. They get Deceit. Oh god, they don't know about the other Cover-Up. Okay. They have to take the Cover-Up. They're feeling good. They feel real good about it. What else do we need? The demolition field, we could keep setting them back on green. They're probably out of basics. I'm going to do it because I'm mean and I don't need any of those other cards nearly as much. This is where I have to hit them with the never didn't. The third one gone. Your reanimation strategy has been dismantled. So, what do I need to worry about? The Arden is 8 mana. Do they have more basics? There is a swamp. Okay. And they're up to 7. So, we need a lot of demolition fields. And also, how many caverns? They have 3 caverns. So, we need to hit them with demolition fields. The Arden is going to be a problem. We can counter it. We can also get Doomblades. All of our Doomblades hit Arden, and there's only 2. So we just need to be able to hit those right before the opponent goes to combat. But they do have more Deceit, 2 more Deceit, and they can take them from our hand. So we have to keep that line in mind for them as well. So they're a lot more resilient than they used to be. There's nothing really to Spell Snare, nothing to Hex. They've done a heck of a job removing those cards from their deck entirely, so that there's just no targets for Hex and Snare. So we essentially do have a 1-card hand. This is going to be a lot harder than it looks. We got to draw the right cards from here. They take a Deceit. That's another land. They have an island. We could take them off double green. Might as well. Killing the caverns is not what's going to matter here. I think I just shuffled some land back into my deck, but we need to hit a card draw spell, or we're just going to get beaten down. So we have 1 more cover up, 2 stock ups, 3 consults. Wan Shi Tong would be a heck of a draw. 3 steps gets us deeper. The tools exist. We need to manifest them to the top of the deck before we die. And hopefully they play a Deceit here, whiff entirely, and then we top deck. Yeah, Deceit does make this matchup so much harder. Wonder why they don't cast that. There's something else they want to do with the mana? Yeah, look at all my dead cards. Spell Snare can hit the Tilling, that's it. But Tilling at instant speed plays around it well. And see how they just left me with the hexes? They do not care. Hey, wait a minute. Hexes kill 8/8s. They need 1 more damage to finish me next turn as well. So, did they have a way to get it? I wonder. They need 1 more creature. Wow, what a draw. You can grab another Deceit if they like. Seems good. We go to Uno. Off the top. And then they follow up with Arden. So we are very close to just dead here. Don't know why they're even... It seems like a weird play. But I guess you never hold it. They are at 14 cards. And they do have the land for the Arden, so they're good. And we draw the stock up. We needed the last cover up naming, and we needed an Arden in the graveyard, which I don't think even is there. But we don't... I guess we have 3 removals here. Gotta do it. And they can't play the Arden. They cast the Arden! Alright. Yep. That works. Yeah, just creature beats. What should I have done differently? What could we have done differently? The Deceits made that really hard. We got the cover up off. Oh, draw the untapped land. Yeah. How could I forget? You got to draw the untapped land, guys. That would have done everything going there on turn 5. Absolutely. On the draw, maybe a spell snare at its finest. Let's find out. The one of negate. Haven't cast it yet. Don't think I've even seen it. Still in the format via Foundations. Will probably be in Standard forever, if history is any indicator. Librarian. We get the control matchup here. Okay, sure. How exciting. Your lightning helix forgot to hit me in the face. So, how do you beat control? You counter Jeskai Revelation and deadly cover up it out of the deck. Might as well. So, their plan is to burn me out, and there aren't a lot of uses for the spell snares. They can duel with no more lies. That's probably about it. But we also need cards in our graveyard. We're also at risk of discarding the hand size at some point. Flankies. We can't hex that. Could slam the Librarian. Make sure it resolves. Could also consult here and make sure that resolves. They can't punish me too much. Let's see what they do with their flanker. Especially since we have deadly cover up. Which is probably how we have to deal with the flanker. Why is everybody playing 3-mana creatures all of a sudden? They keep double top. Let's consult now. Demolition Field is good against them. And this could deal with the flanker, but we could just grab more lands. Yeah, let's deal with what we see. You don't want to... It is a burn deck at the core, so taking too many hits from this flanker could be very bad. They have a basic mountain. They resolve stock up. Ow. Demolition Field to the battlefield. Passing. Kill it. Didn't know this cat was the sheriff. They want to spell snare that. Do I negate that? Considering what we're going to have to negate in the future, I don't think so. There's going to be 2 in the graveyard. We could get up to 3, then we could cover up, remove their stock up. I guess I'm into that. But if they know more lies, that would be really bad for us. I think we just wait a turn. Let's try to save the Demolition Fields to go with Wan Shi Tong. I want to helix me now. Is this the negate? Wouldn't be a terrible negate. But then how do we counter Revelation? All right. Gotta try. Confirm 0. They don't have 7 mana yet. So we already see a red mana, so let's go for their red. Because they probably don't have another mountain to fetch. And we're going to try to draw a card off our Wan Shi Tong here. Now that the block is already assigned and they're not going to remove it, or they definitely don't want to. They did search. That's a card. Oh, they don't like that. Look, look, look. Look, they're sweating now. They're mad. Now they get lost? I get the card still, right? I think I do. Oh, now they're upset. Oh no. But do they have no more lies? I guess in theory I can negate no more lies, but then they untap and revelate. What am I getting? Getting their stock ups is really good. And if they, yeah, oh, I really don't want to get hit by lies, but I think it's the right way to play it. And then they need an untapped land, or possibly I can cover up next turn. And, well, no, we still need a revelation in the graveyard for it to work. They go for the dragon. Okay. New option entering graveyard here for Deadly Cover-Up. And it's Sacred Foundry. That is not what I want. I'll take those stock ups though. 2 revelations. Okay, we have to counter a revelation. Then we have to Deadly Cover-Up and get rid of them. And they have Consult in hand, which is really good as well. All right, let's review. 2 dragons. Shiko. No rest in peace here. Cursed Recording. Shikos. Flankers. 1 more. 2 exhales. Okay, let's talk counter spells. I only see 2 exhales. And 2 3-steps and 1 snare. Basic check, 1 island, 1 plains, 2 Mistrise Village. They do have a lot of win cons for these strategies. Do it, slam it. 7 mana, bang. Nope, they don't do it. Okay. They did play a Monastery, which is a grindy card. We could Demolition Field it. They probably intend to just grind with it. Now let's see if they activate it. I'm gonna cast Consult instead. Okay, let them make their choice and then blow up the Monastery. So the cards that end up on the bottom get shuffled back in. They don't have any deck knowledge about that. And there's even a chance they took the plains and the island, but it's so low, there's no way, right? There's no way. Guys, I think we're gonna lose. I don't like this position at all. They've resolved more card draw than we have. Way more. And we just don't draw 3 steps ahead. It does not happen. I can't keep another field. Not at this stage. Yeah, this is the 3 steps matchup, and we cannot find 3 steps ahead. The Essence Scatter turns out better than expected. They must have their own 3 steps. You see that hesitation. Maybe a Spell Snare, but I think they'd snap off a Spell Snare. They did earlier. The spells... Oh, God. Wow. Wow, what a hit. What a punch to the nuts. Oh, they're going for Flanker. They're going to take out my graveyard so I don't cover up them? Yep. Okay, well, that means I have to cover up this board. I can pay the 4, then I get revelationed. So be it. But that's why we didn't play the land first. Okay, that's what we need. Another surveil, lucky me. Okay. This is usually where they start taking over the game. I think we need that potentially for a Shiko. Do they have their spell snare? I want to helix me. Okay. Gotta take that. Can't really do anything about that. Come on, Revelation. Do it. Do it. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Ooh, okay. 2 mana open. Wan Shi Tong is a 3/3. We're at 4. This is their last prowess trigger. There was no priority there, so they're going to be 3/3s. We have to kill or remove 1. I can negate this. We have to have card draw for next turn. Let's go you. Actually, we let this go. Is going to 1 acceptable? How many helix have been spent? There's only 1 left in the deck and we have a lot of spell snares. Going to 1 is acceptable. Or is it? I messed up maybe? Okay, they don't have it. They don't have it. Okay. Don't put anything on the stack for that spell snare. Oh my god. All right, we still have a shot. But man, did we need a hex or something here. Let's do this now. Spell snare, regent. There's a hex. Do I take the counter spell? We have some card draw on tap. Do I take the spell snare? Yeah. To counter a negate? No, they don't have a negate. What do they have? They have their own spell snare. I think this is a 3 steps. Okay. Close game. What a game. Can do this now. I'm at 1. What you got? Mist Rise. No! I hate my life. I don't think this deck is good. I'm gonna be honest. Why? Jeskai is so much better. We didn't even beat the mono green Cub deck. I don't think this deck is good, guys. I love it, but I think it's bad. How did a really good pro team end up on this list? And we are playing best of 1. I know that's different. Disclaimer, but guys, let's be real. Let's be real. We can't win a game. We can't do it. Unless, if you want to feel like a winner, coolstuffinc.com, promo code CGB5, get yourself a discount. Go check that out. And Dragon Shield, same promo code CGB5. Use the link in the description to support the channel. Thank you to the sponsors of my video. Thank you to you for staying to the end of this video. Win or lose content, guys. Sometimes you gotta know which control is not the control. This is not the control. It isn't the way. But you're cool.